Hi guys, today I've got a video that was sponsored by Skillshare, who very kindly reached out to me to help create a video to spread awareness of their platform, and it's this amazing creative platform. I love it so much. It's got so many classes, incredible people who just want to help and teach you things, and I really enjoyed using their platform. It's got over 15,000 classes and you can have a 2-month free membership if you check my link below, and I think their classes, their subscriptions range from about $10 a month, and you can get access to thousands of classes, and I've learned so much from just watching one class. And I thought I would create a video based on something that you guys have wanted for so long, and that is a skin watercolor tutorial. And I saw a skin tutorial in Skillshare and I clicked that so fast, and I had to watch it. It was a super helpful tutorial by someone named Melissa, so shout out to her. She probably won't watch this, but thank you so much for creating this tutorial. It's incredible. I will link her class below. Please go and check it out with your 2-month free subscription. It would mean the world to me if we could get her more viewers, because she is very good at what she does. Valuable information you could know about Skillshare is that anyone can learn anything and anyone can also teach anything, so you could become a teacher on Skillshare, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty awesome. And you can learn from absolutely anywhere. They have an app for iOS and Android, so go and check out that as well. And I am really excited to try that out because I really want to learn a lot more from this website. But I'll stop talking because you guys want to see the skin tutorial, right? So today I'm going to teach you about mixing skin colours with watercolours. And like I said at the beginning, I learned these from a class on Skillshare, and I wanted to share what I learned about the colours and my tips for making skin colours for yourself. So I've got myself just a standard flat brush here, and I've got the colours Cad Yellow, Ultramarine Blue, Cadmium Red, and let me try and get these right. I think this is Raw Sienna, yep, Raw Sienna, Burnt Sienna, Burnt Umber, and Sepia. So these, what I would consider, I don't think I need any other colours other than these, and some of them I probably won't use at all. My favourites to mix with are the Ultramarine Blue, the Cad Red, the Sepia, and I think it's the Burnt Umber, and those four work really well. So as you can see, I've already mixed some colours here on my palette, but these were from the Speedpaint, which you can watch at the video of me trying these out for the first time. So I'm going to work with dark skin colours first. So my favourite mix for dark skin colours are Sepia, which gives this really cool brown anyway, but we want a bit more of life in that colour. So if we add some Raw Sienna, I think, no, we want, is this Raw Umber? Raw Umber. No, Burnt Sienna. Okay, that's it. Burnt Sienna. And that gives us a much more reddish brown to work with. So this isn't the perfect paper for it, but it's nice, clean, tidy paper. And this works really well and as a colour for Zach, my character. So again, this is Sepia, and you can add a bit more, and Burnt Sienna. Now, the way that the face is mapped up is that you have different colours within your skin on your face. So the top half tends to be, let me sketch out a quick face for you. If you could just see on my little face here, you've got the sections of the face with slightly more different hues than the other sections. So the top half tends to be more yellowy, and it's going to blend because I haven't washed my brush properly. And then you get more red in the middle. Around the nose, the cheeks, the blushing areas. And then you get more blues and colder tones on the bottom where your chin is. And it goes into your neck, and then skin tone on the body is a lot more different. So yellowy at the top, in the brow area and the forehead, red around where the blush goes, and then bluish and colder tones at the bottom. So you've got your base colour here, and so say you wanted to fill in the face, you would then add different tones in different areas. So say that this was cheeks here, and you could build it up. The key thing with painting faces that I learned is to let each layer dry. So I'm going to add more yellow. It gives, oh, I've added a bit too much, so let's mix some of our base brown again. Again, sepia and burnt sienna, and you see the difference. It's the same base skin tone, but this would obviously look better on cheeks, this would look better on your forehead. And then let's apply the base skin tone again, and let's add a touch of, or too much blue. See, if you've got professional watercolours, please, please, please don't add too much to your brush, because some of these are professionals and they are so saturated, but you can see that that's a lot more desaturated, and this would work better on the chin section here. So once this is dry, I'm going to go over it with brown and you'll see just what I mean. So you've got the three areas of the face that you would want to paint. So when adding shade to different areas of the skin, you might want to then add complementary colours, and you can start mixing your watercolours. So you could add like purples and stuff to the top area, which would make the yellow stand out more, and then greens and yellows and all different types of colours into this to make your colours pop even more. And that's where you start experimenting. So to make, we've got a darker skin colour there. To make more of a white skin, like me, I think I mixed. Okay, so burnt sienna again. So you've got this already reddish kind of base, and then cadmium yellow. And that should create this peachy colour. Now you can see that it's quite dark, and the trick here is to add water. You do not need a white watercolour, and I will make a video on that at some point. Let's test this out. So we've got quite a yellowish skin colour, and you could add more brown to that, but the more water you add, the paler it gets, and it turns into a very pale skin colour. And you get that peachy sort of artistic white skin colour. And that's not using any white, that's cad yellow and raw sienna, or burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. I need to like tattoo it to my arm. Burnt sienna. And you've got a nice sort of peachy colour there. And then again you can add your reds to get that blush going. There's a really nice blush colour. And remember, blush might show up more on whiter skin because it's a lot more translucent, transparent. And then add yellow into it, taking it back, and then add a bit more yellow to get that forehead colour. You can see it's a lot more orangey and yellow. And then we could add a bit of blue to it as well. And you've got to be careful because it might go a bit green, so don't add too much. But then you get a desaturated colour. Let's add a bit more brown back into that, because burnt sienna, burnt sienna. And there you go, you've got a desaturated shadowy colour to go on top of it. So you've got your blush, your desaturated shading, and your yellowy warmer shading and everything. And like I said, you can still apply more and more and more colours to then make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to take some of this purple up here, mix it with whatever's on my brush, and then if you, we'll do it on this one because it's more dry. You can apply purple in very, very, very transparent layers and get a really nice effect. And this is when you can truly start experimenting with watercolour. So I'd like a bit more pigment on that. Let's get some more purple. You could add purple to any of the parts that you wanted, or I mean, purple is quite a good shade colour to use in general. I found it works pretty well on a lot of yellowy colours because it sets off the yellow. There you go. That would be a really nice shade for that. So that was with those three colours, sepia and burnt sienna. I didn't even use those two. So there we go, five watercolours. But you can use the other colours, and like I said, bring in other colours to kind of create, like there's the purple shade for the white skin and there's the purple shade for the dark skin, and it works really, really well. And you can build up and build up and build up and make it more opaque, like I did with my Zach and Zoe. So Zoe has like white skin, she's a little bit darker, a bit more sort of reddish than like I would be, and then Zach is quite dark skinned and it doesn't show up very well on camera. It's quite desaturated on my camera, but she's a lot warmer in real life. And I did apply an like a base colour of blue under here, and I think that's what the camera's picking up. And I made it a bit too blue, so she's a bit too cold. I would have preferred her a bit warmer, but yeah, you can just experiment. I probably wouldn't put a base colour down for white skin, but I would put it down for darker skin because it gives it a little bit more depth. But yeah, so try it out, guys. Let me know what you think, and like I said, go check out Skillshare, and I will now have a time lapse of how I created these two. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.